I lived most of my life as a spectator, and chances are you have too. I've lived my life invested in other people's stories, in other people's achievements, their struggles, their strives, their progress, their victories. I saw myself being like that person. I saw myself as if I were those people. When we look at how modern society and particularly in entertainment, we notice that these protagonists that they portray tend to have this level of relatability where we have a sort of connection to them and where we think ourselves as them. And I particularly found myself in the genre of manhwa, and I don't know if that's like the proper pronunciation, but manhwa, manga, and the other one's like the Chinese version is manhua. And diving into protagonists who who are focused on a specific goal, we're focused on a specific outcome, who make progress towards those objectives, who continuously face challenges, mountains to climb, and when the odds are against them, they prevail. I've always lived my life as a spectator, never really doing anything by my own hands, by my own right. And this goes even deeper and even darker when you think about things like video games. I've watched a YouTuber talk about this analogy of distractions in our lives, things like video games, porn, social media, and he talks about it in a way where all of what you are indulging in are just a far off version of the life you truly want. Video games are a far off version of your desire for growth, your desire for progress, your desire for competition, your desire to get better, to improve, to achieve an objective, to achieve a goal. Porn, well, your desire for intimacy, your desire for love, your desire to reproduce. That's what it's catering to. With social media, like humans are tribal creatures. We love and have grown up, we have evolved to always be surrounded and be in a tribe, be with other people in a social sense. And now with social media, we create this sort of parasocial dynamic where we know about the creator, but the creator doesn't know about us. Where we try to establish a sort of connection, a sort of friendship, a sort of bond that we would have otherwise gotten had we gone outside and met other people and created friendships. What we're indulging in is just a far off version of reality. And I think that's fucked. I think that the life that we're living right now is the life of being cocks. We're sitting down in the corner watching our life get fucked by other people who are living theirs. We're being cocks to our own lives. We're watching other people live out their lives. We're watching non-existent characters. We're watching stories being manipulated, being curated. And we try to live our lives through their perspective. We try to live our lives as cocks, watching the woman that we want get plowed by the man who obviously has the bigger dick. Whilst we stare at a fucking screen. Not even in that sense either. Like sometimes you just Invest yourself in other people's lives entirely, not even just in a scripted sense, but the analogy is you are the guy wanking your dick off to the Chad who's banging the chick you want. We become cocks to life. We become cocks, spectators, watching, investing our time into other people's achievements, into other people's progress, into other people's strives, into other people's problems, instead of our own. And when I realized this, I took a look at my hand. I took a look at my hand and I said, I can feel this. You know what? Like, do this for yourself as well. Take a look at your hand and feel the sensation. Feel how rough or how smooth your hand is. And think to yourself, man, I'm alive. Man, I'm alive. Do you really want to live your life solely invested in what other people do, instead of becoming your own fucking protagonist, instead of becoming your own main character? Like, I know that sounds fucking cringy. Like, modern society has brainwashed us to think that, oh, main protagonist, like, oh, don't be so fucking boastful. Oh, don't be like, oh, stop thinking about yourself. Like, oh, just be humble, stay humble, stay humble. Like, oh, you shouldn't say that, you shouldn't say those things. Like, I fucking disagree with that mentality. Like, why the fuck would I invest my time, invest my effort, invest my brain power into shit that's not even going to help me? Sometimes you just gotta be selfish. Sometimes you just gotta say, like, fuck that. Fuck all of you. I'm the main character here. I'm the fucking protagonist here. I want to do what's best for me, and I want to see myself grow. I want to see myself get success. I want to see myself become something unfucking believable. Why not? Why not you? Why not you? We've invested so much of our time into other people. You know why? Because it's easy. It's easy to look at their progress. It's easy to look at their stress. It's easy to look at their problems. And as they struggle, as they bleed, we think to ourselves, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do this better. I can do this better. We elevate our ego. We think to ourselves, yeah, I can do better than that motherfucker. Yeah, we don't take any action. Because deep down we're afraid that it won't work. Deep down we know there is failure. Deep down we know we're gonna fuck up. Maybe even more than the people that we're watching. The people that we're investing ourselves into. Like, you gotta fucking notice this for yourself, dude. Like, you're investing your time into other people because it's easy. It's a far off version of reality, and you've been conditioned to think that's enough. You've been conditioned to think that it's okay to watch that guy bang your chick and come inside her. That it's okay to watch this man work on his business, fail on his business, and strive for greatness every single fucking day, regardless of how many times he falls down. It's easy to watch that. It's easy to say that I can do that too. But when it comes down to it, when we are in the fucking trenches and we're doing those tasks, and we're doing the work that we're supposed to do, and we're trying to get ourselves somewhere, we're trying to make ourselves something, we're trying to accomplish goals, that's when we're scared. That's when we become afraid. Because we don't know what will happen. Because we're afraid of that pain. Because we're afraid of that what if. And honestly, I think it's a filter. I think that pain, those problems, those many fuck ups that you're going to face is a filter. Let's talk about the 90% of the population. 90% of the population have these thoughts. 90% of the population have these thoughts of wanting to achieve their goals. 90% of the population spend their time investing themselves into far-off versions of reality. And 90% of the population cope. They think it's okay to just be the way that they are. You're watching this video because you fucking hate it like I did. It's a filter. It's a filter. And what happens when you want to divulge away from that 90%, when you want to disperse, like be the black sheep among the thousands being herded, going to the path least traveled by? The top 10% or the top 10% for a fucking reason. And it all comes down to a choice. Either you stay the way you are, stay the exact fucking same, hear this message, hear what I preach, and you just let yourself go and burn your ambition down. Or you say, fuck that, enough is enough, I don't like my life, I don't like what's happening to me, I'm fucking dissatisfied with this, I know I can do better, I am going to make a change. It's a decision. A constant decision for continuous change. And you have to be brave. You have to be brave. Being brave is not feeling fear. Being brave is not about not feeling fear. It's about feeling that fear. It's about feeling that pain. It's about being scared of the unknown, being scared of what might happen, and saying, I'm gonna move forward anyway. And saying, yeah, let's fucking go again. Nothing is harder than life. You gotta go again, dude. You gotta try again. Stop living far-off versions of reality and choose to be your own protagonist. Choose to be your own main fucking character. You can do it. You can become somebody. Like, you know what? It's actually super fucking easy to beat everybody else. Just because people aren't fucking trying hard enough. People don't give any ounce of effort at all. Like, it's so easy to win at this day and age. All you have to do is just fucking try and don't give up. Be the last man standing and give your best. Even if your best isn't what you think would be enough. Even if you think you could do more. Just give what you have. Give what you got. Don't fucking quit. Be the last man standing and you will win. If you found this video helpful, then consider liking the video, subscribing, and commenting so that more people get recommended my content. If you're interested in the lessons that I teach, then top link in the description is my school community where I teach consistency and just lessons like this and personal coaching where I basically go ahead and I solve specific problems for your specific situation. I've gone through like 5 years of fucking struggling with consistency, learning and dabbling with like different fucking lessons, so you might be interested in that. So go check out the top link in the description. See you at the end of the video. Keep moving forward no matter how hopeless it seems. Bye bye.